Hey guys, welcome to a mod spotlight review kind of thing. Today we have the ARM modding team. It's Merlo here. This one has been around for, wow, quite some time. I think since FS13, all the way through 15 and now into 17. Some of the comments that I have been getting in one of my videos where I was talking about doing a mod review is really why I've decided to actually do this mod review on this. Now, I did say, should I do one? I don't want to just rip it apart. And I'm going to stand by that. I'm not going to rip it apart. Now, there are some noticeable changes that have been done. One of which is the tyres. We now have branded tyres on this. The stock tyres in game, the Trollborgs. The lighting effects have been changed to the default. And I believe that is about it. I think they've done a few tweaks with the hubs, if I remember correctly from what they said, and the way the rear axle works. I know that much. But other than that, there is one thing that's always bugged me about this mod, and that is the texturing on it. In FS13 it looked good. In FS15 it looked borderline but okay. FS17 with the lighting, I don't know if any of you have noticed how much Giants themselves, and I'm using the Manitou here as an example, have stepped up their textures. They look really crisp, real clean. Most of this stuff is 3D animated. As you can see, the sort of hinges there. We'll go over here for the doors. And the handle is modelled, it's not just printed on there. Stuff like that. Now we come over to the Merlo, and although I do have the top section open because that is a feature on it, it's, whoa, little glitch there, but it's not 3D modelled. It's just a real picture put on to the skin of it. And in FS17, it looks bad. I'm not trying to rip it apart. I will say that, I'm really not. I understand how hard texturing is. I don't know much about modelling, but I know how hard texturing is. I just feel it could be better. I really do. And same on the back here. The modelling for that is non-existent. I'm guessing a hatch. It's just a texture. Been taken with a camera. Put on there. The engine, I will let that one slide. The engine can be open and shut using 0 on your numeric keypad. There you go, and you'll see the Profarmer, or Promatic I believe it's called, 3D modelled hinge there, but not on the door. And you can see this sort of how old the textures are just by the black lines going around the raised texturing on the bonnet, hood, whatever you want to call it there. There's little things like that. There's no lenses on the lights, it's just a picture. And again, I'll come over here and, well, they're modelled, you can see that. And an upcoming mod review I'm going to do, but let's take a little walk over here. Now this is also by them, this is the new Holland Ts 115. Now the lights, granted, are taken from the stock 8340 from the game, but don't these look so much better? That will be upcoming on Sunday. This video hopefully was released on Saturday. But we'll come back to the Merlo. So that's my big complaint about it, is the textures. Now the rest of it, steering wheel, you can see a guy controlling that. It does have all the steering modes. We'll just, well, wrong button, pull them up. With a controller, I use an Xbox One controller, but you can select it from four-wheel steer to front wheel steer for road use, crab steer right, and then back to a wheel steer, which on the keyboard it is left control Y and it will cycle through. I will go back in cab and the boom will go up and down. Now if we look over here, see that? Now in and out function, if I do it right, well, the curl on the bucket, let's say that there, you can see it there. Now to move it in is also kind of modelled there. I'll switch on the lights, indicators, all that good stuff. It does have front and rear working lights. There you go. And you can just see from the lens or the light in itself, they just look old. And so does the beacon. One of the comments I got, well, they added a new beacon. Yeah. Again, let's comparison it to other beacons in the current farm sim. Yeah, that is actually an FS13 beacon. But there you go. Now, why did I convert? Well, I would say, why did I swap from the Manitou that I had to the Merlo? Big reason is what I'm about to show you here. Over here is the Joe Skin. Let's fold up the boom. Over here is the Joe Skin trailer by Black Sheep Modding. Any of you guys that want to know where these mods are from, please check my mods spreadsheet. The link for the Merlo will be at the very top of the description. Scroll down a little bit and my mod spreadsheet will be there. Well, the Merlo hooks up to it. It's got a high point and a low point, which for this bale trailer is perfect. Now, for my case, I wanted to use this to pull it. Well, I was going to stay with the Manitou because I just honestly didn't care for the lack of new stuff on it. On the Merlo, the textures being one, it's always kind of bugged me. Well, I took the Manitou over here. When I went to connect it, now I'll just back up here. Now, I don't think you could get any more spot on than that. That's not connected, and you can see I'm not getting the logo. Think 'em up. It uses the lower toucher point, not the higher toucher point. I don't know why, but it doesn't work, and that's the reason I swapped over. The Merlo, textures aside, the size of it, how nimble it is, the hitches, both hitches on the rear, and it has one up on the front of the boom there. You can just see that right in the center of the screen there. It works fantastic. Another thing is 9 on the numeric keypad will shut the top half, 8 will open it all, and there you go. And of course, if you're out of the machine by the hood, you'll see the black smoke there. That I'm not a fan of. That is from the old farm sim. To open the bonnet again is 0. This used to have a script in it where you had to, after 10 hours, you would have to take it to the workshop area, being where you sold it, and you could service the machine. I'm not saying it does have it or doesn't have it, I can't remember, but it used to have that. So this is the Merlo in a nutshell. Let me know what your guys' comments are. Try to be kind to it, bearing the textures, but putting my point across. I think they're old and very outdated, and this little guy is a workhorse on Farm Sim. Most of you have probably had it or used it previously. It needs some love, it needs updating, it really does. It's probably one of their older mods and one of their first ones. Just a few things that need tweaking. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow with the new Holland over there, which, honestly, until a few moments ago, I've never seen in game before. So, catch you guys later. See ya.